Hello and welcome back to my channel. And after a really long time of not doing these videos, it's another Secondhand Sunday video, number 27. If my research has been correct, this is Secondhand Sunday video number 27. But let's get like the little blurb of info out of the way first. So, hello, my name is Katherine. I live in Melbourne, Australia, and I love thrifting. Where we live, or in Australia, we call thrift stores op shops, but I like saying thrifting. I don't know why. And there you go. Where my love of thrifting came from was probably way back in 2014 when I was overwhelmed and overworked and underpaid, and I was a stay-at-home mom with my kids. I was heavily pregnant with baby number 7, and I suddenly looked around and went, we have too much stuff. Too much stuff. And I started decluttering and letting go of a lot of things, which resulted in the peeling of the onion. You know, you first start with getting rid of all the obvious things, broken items, things that hold bad memories, things that were given to you that you never wanted in the first place or just don't fit in the home, things that you regret buying, the extra junk that you just don't want to keep dealing with. But as you peel away the layers of the onion, you would probably get down to the emotional clutter. And so it's been a really big journey for me from 2014 to now. And I had to become quite a gatekeeper because I'm the homemaker, I'm the one at home. I had to be careful with what I brought in myself and what I accepted from other people. And lots of lessons have been learned along the way. But what I became so keenly aware of was the fact that there's already so much out there that I don't need to really go to Kmart or Target or Meijer or whatever shop continually, that often I can find things at op shops for a fraction of the cost and far more unique and special and all the rest of it. So I'm very passionate about thrifting, sharing my excess. I'm passionate about my local Buy Nothing group. I'm passionate about getting things on sale. So these items from Target were both 50% off, and I basically feel like I'm sometimes 50% off because, anyhow, I haven't even told you that, or did I? Did I tell you I'm married? I'm married as well. I have 10 lovely children, and yeah, so I have thrifted a lot less as time has gone on. When you declutter, you just sort of get fatigued from constantly decluttering. And I still very much enjoy organizing, streamlining. I like decluttering. I like doing all of these things. But I'm busy with my life and my 10 children. So there's lots of different things that have just taught me to slow down a bit and enjoy my simple life. But yesterday I actually got to go to 2 op shops that I really love going to. I only get a chance to go to them about once a year when my sons have a camp that is 45 minutes away from home. And I just love the 2 op shops. And I find unique and inexpensive things there that actually bring me joy and actually benefit me and my family. So now I should probably, for anybody who's actually just trying to find thrift haul videos on the internet, I will show you what I got and I'll tell you what I plan on doing with the stuff. What I found really funny was that I found a number of items before I'd even entered the op shop. They had stuff in boxes and out the front displayed, and I came in with my items and said, these are the things I found outside. Can I just leave them behind the counter and then look around the rest of the store? So the first thing I spotted was a box that was full of wool or yarn or whatever you want to call it. And I started looking through and I found various little crochet projects in the bag with beautiful colors, like these granny square patches. Then I found some felted items. So this is one that I can show you now. It's just like a little girl. And I'm displaying that on my shelf. If you saw my recent video of me organizing like my decor and where I display things on my little triangle shelf, that is where this is living. And I do have two other items that are currently like dangling on a cord. So those were three of the interesting items that were in here, but I will pour out the wool. I will show you what was in the box, and then I'll explain to you my master plan for 2023.
Talk to me, wanna know why you believe that you're not my type. Truthfully, you'll be all mine, all mine, all mine. Talk to me, wanna know why you believe that you're not my type. Truthfully, you'll be all mine, all mine, all mine. I wanna put you in my pocket.
So what is my plan with all the random assortment of wool? Well, I've said to a lot of people that because we were in lockdown in 2020 and 2021, that I kind of felt like 2022 would be like this blossoming, flourishing year where we'd all be like back out and doing things. And, you know, those of us who are creative that sort of put it on hold a bit could get back into it. And I was wrong. 2022 was not like that at all. 2022, I believe, was far more of a survival year than the 2 years before. It was like PTSD, vibe-esque, what's going to happen next feelings. It's a very strange and difficult year, but it's 2023 now. So I have a lot of plans for this year, and I've been debating on doing a whole like, what are my plans for 2023 video, but obviously as time marches on, it's like, when am I even going to find time to do a video about that? But one of my plans is to become more creative, and forever and ever and ever, I have wanted to learn how to crochet. And I still don't know how to crochet. One of my daughters is very, very, very good at crochet, and mostly I think it's just this like a mental hurdle for me. So I got all of that wool for $4. I'm just gonna try to learn how to do different things with it, how to just be creative again and just do things for the fun of it. When I went to the naturopath and I finally started to get help for different issues that I've had, one of the things I was prescribed was to do things purely for the enjoyment of it. And being told that and actually doing that are two separate things, because I still struggle with that. I still struggle thinking, what do I want to do? Because I don't know if it's because I've been a mother forever and ever, or been married for a long time, or I'm normally like the caretaker. Finding what I want to do and actually doing that is very, very challenging for me. So that's kind of like part two. It's like do more creative things and also rediscover what I want to do just for the fun of it. I do YouTube, right? And I want to be successful and I really enjoy doing it. But I just totally stopped like sewing, and I think, like I said, 2022 was hard for me, and I have been through like a lot of emotions to do with that dark time. So 2023, guys, it's like our year. It's our time. It's our time to shine. So that's why I have all the wool. I love how it's like this whole eclectic mix of stuff, and I don't exactly know what to do with it all, but this video will be kind of like an accountability. If anyone's watching this video and in like 6 months they're thinking, did you ever do anything? You can ask me. You can be like, hey Katherine, have you done stuff with your stuff? And then I can confess that I have or I haven't. And I really hope that I have, but time will tell. Another thing that I like looking for when I go thrifting is frames. I found this brass frame with a window glare. It was originally from Meijer, $12, made in Korea. It was reduced to $8. I paid $2 for it, and the lady's like, it is brass. But I will say, this op shop in particular really does help many people in the local community, particularly women. So I was like, you know what? It's a good price. I wanted it mostly because I knew that it matched a frame that I have shown you before. And it's like the mini version. I know that I have photographs this size to put in them. I love using frames to switch in and out different looks for different times of year. So I like this little guy. And guys, it's the double. You can hang it on the wall and you can place it on a table. So I was happy to find that. I found shorts. Shorts for $1. These are like the swim quick dry. They have pockets and they're not those tiny little terrible trash like underwear style shorts. They're like shorts that you can wear. One of my children has already stolen. I bought two. I got a navy blue and a black. They were $1 each. And one of my children has already taken one of the pairs of shorts. But what can you do? I found tons of fabric. Tons. And they wrap them up in these little packages. So this one is 90 centimeters by 100 centimeters. It was $6.50, but the theme of it, trucks, James. As soon as James saw it, he's only 3, he was like, you open it up. I don't think he understands the concept that I have to try to change this into something, but I was thinking that maybe if I ever managed to make him, like when he goes into a single bed, maybe I could make it into his quilt. But this is in my effort to get back into sewing. I find it amazing that I sewed 2 to 3 times every day for years. And then the lockdowns came and my little heart was sad and I just stopped sewing. It's very strange that I did that. I don't know why, but I want to get back into sewing. This piece was $6. It's 2 panels. So you've got 26 centimeters by 112 centimeters. And then you've got 20 centimeters by 110. I'll open it up for you. I think that's easier. So they look like this. It's kind of like a watercolory print. So a lamb, duckling, is that a raccoon, a bunny, dog, hippo, flamingo, unicorn, bear. 2 panels like that. That will become part of a quilt that I am planning on doing. I think if you quilt, it's like ideas can just suddenly come to you and then you have like a billion ideas. I'm writing my ideas down with the hope that I actually do the thing. I sold and decluttered and gave away a lot of fabric when we got rid of the hobby room, and I realized that I really don't have tons and tons of fabric anymore. So it's just those 2 bits, guys. I didn't go nuts. The last thing that I wanted to show you is a single bed doona cover. So single bed, pure cotton, excellent quality. And they even wrote down washed and sanitized. I paid $3. And this op shop, this is how they do all of their organizing of stuff. It really is so amazing how much effort they go to. You saw how they packaged up the fabric and then the efforts that they've gone to organize all the bedding and stuff. I am looking for more single bed sheets, but I'm only finding like a single bed flat. I'm not finding a lot of single bed fitted, and I'd really like to sort of upsize our lives, like make the house more and more beautiful. And part of that is sometimes changing things out. Oh, I like this. They have the studs, the stud buttons, and they weren't joking. This really looks like virtually brand new condition. Single bed, and it has like this checkered like design finish. I don't know. Let's see if we can find a brand name. So originally from Target. I will say that a part of me is in two minds about the whole white things. I'm also thinking about the fact that we currently live in this house, right? I don't have hopes and dreams to necessarily live here forever, but I truly find my joy and my happiness being with my husband and my children. So that then means that it kind of doesn't matter where we live, but my kids are only getting bigger and our bedrooms are very, very small. And sometimes I just think that maybe if we sort of rejig it down to more like simplified look, that might help. I don't know. Sometimes I walk into the bedrooms and I'm like, it's like a riot of color. It's just... And I have also previously said in other videos that it's important to let my children like express themselves and all the rest of it. But I don't know. It's sort of an in-between thing. We did recently have a situation, very recently, where... How do I even explain this? This is the part where I'm like, do we need to be super secretive? So one of my sons was on a camp and he injured himself. And it ended up that his items were left at the camp while he was not at the camp being looked after. And that meant that by the time he came home, his stuff was still on camp. You following me? I don't have extras of a lot of things, so he had no doona, he had no pillow, no bed sheets, no doona cover, no nothing. And we made do, because thankfully his younger brother was still on the camp. That's why it was fine that his stuff was still there. So we kind of just stole extra bits and pieces, we found an extra pillow, and we used that. But it kind of brought up the fact that there's minimalism, which I love, and I love not having like tons of extra. But then there's like maybe having this one white doona cover isn't so bad to have as extra. I don't know, guys. I really want to sit down and do my video about my plans for 2023, but I actually need time to think about what I want to talk about, because you can't just do every video on the fly, can you? So yes, so that was the wool with a couple of decorations in it, the frame, some fabric, 2 pairs of shorts, 1 doona cover, and I talked about it for a really long time, but that's just sometimes who I am. And I like doing these videos. I like sharing the different things that I find, because you never know. Somebody might be watching this video that's never gone to a thrift store or an op shop before in their life. And they're like, wow, you can find like brand new doona cover at the op shop that's not stained and ruined and disgusting. Yes, like this is new condition. Brand new condition. for $3, and they've even washed and sanitized it for me. Like, that's amazing. And I know that my money has gone to a very reputable, good organization. So it's win-win, really. And we're saving things from landfill. So, yes. That's it. That's all I've got. I don't know when I will do my next secondhand Sunday video. If you are subscribed and following along, you will see that mostly my channel is homemaking. Because that's my job. That's my expertise and what I enjoy doing. And sometimes it's what I feel like I suck at doing. Katherine Murphy, room for improvement. And part of that is the different things I get up to, which is thrifting. So thank you for watching my video. I do hope that you will subscribe to follow along to see what I get up to. And with my channel being really small at the moment, in the future when it's not small anymore, you can be like, I remember. And I'll remember as well. And I'll be grateful for you for hanging around. So thanks for being here. It's another hot day, but it's less hot than yesterday. Yesterday was murderously hot. It was so terrible. But if you live in Melbourne, you're a survivor. And we're resilient people here. So I'll catch you in the next video. I hope you are well and happy. And that's it. I forgot something. I forgot something else that I got. So the last thing I got is a tapestry. I'm building a tapestry wall, and I've already hung up the tapestry. So I'll show you the tapestry now, and then the video will end.